Hermitcraft is one of the biggest SMPs in all of Minecraft history, but what is the entire story of it and how did it come to be? Well, let's take a look back.
What's going on, everyone?
Hello!
Around April 2012, Generic B starts up Hermitcraft, but it's much different than the mega base prank war viral SMP we know it as today. Generic B wanted it to be like the then popular Minecraft SMP, so we got a few friends and it was ultra casual, just friends playing Minecraft. Quickly though, it would change because the first official season of Hermitcraft, Season 1, introduced a full group of creators. 26 of these creators posted videos on the SMP, which of course started getting some traction. For some reason though, a creator named Sokar was on the SMP and just didn't post. At this time, not everybody who played was a full-time YouTuber, and it was just very casual, posting videos for fun. I mean, most of the people didn't even post 40 videos before giving up on Hermitcraft and the idea that it could ever be more than it currently was. This would continue to be a theme that we'll see later on. Inconsistency and creators leaving has almost crumbled Hermitcraft numerous times. Other creators also started questioning it a lot and didn't believe in it, but it was fun, so they just kept playing it. As players got more consistent, we hit the very first of many roadblocks. The server was corrupted and they all had to start from absolute square one once again. On the restart of Hermitcraft, we saw the creators get more serious about building the first mega bases. But you do gotta remember, this was 2013, so these mega bases were absolutely nothing compared to what we see on Hermitcraft to this day. But in comparison to the average Minecraft player in 2013, Hermitcraft was way ahead of the league, having some of the craziest builds ever seen in the game. Season 1 lasted over a year, at about 14 months, and would actually be the start of trolling and pranks on Hermitcraft. A creator named I Am Spoon started pranking around, but as Season 1 ended, so would I Am Spoon's career on YouTube. He was accused of abuse and also said the N-word, so there he goes. Generic B, who founded Hermitcraft, decided to leave from the server, and that was why Season 1 had officially ended. Funny enough, Generic B left to join Minecraft, which as we said is the reason he began Hermitcraft in the first place. Minecraft was running the scene at this time, with some of the biggest creators out there playing on it, so the decision didn't make sense at the time, but would come back to bite Generic B later on. Zumavoid was given control of the server when Generic B left, and Hermitcraft was starting to actually grow with the creators in it. With that, it became a lot less casual, and they realized it had potential to blow up and dominate the SMP scene. Going into Season 2 and 3, they stopped letting randoms join and only let in established YouTubers. I Am Spoon left the servers after the accusations, and in his place, Mumbo Jumbo joined. An absolutely huge move for the Hermits at this time. Mumbo had 150,000 subs at this time, so he brought in a whole new viewer base. iJevin, False Symmetry, Zombie Cleo, Tango Tech, Tinfoil Chef, and XP Crafted also all joined the server when Mumbo Jumbo did, so you can see just how much it was already scaling after the first season. King Happy was one of the weirdest cases though, posting 11 videos and then just vanishing off of YouTube and Hermitcraft. Into Season 2 and 3, Hermitcraft started being known for the mega bases, and they started looking a bit better than they did at the start. Now, as I said, Minecraft did end up being a really bad move for Generic B, seeing as in the upcoming year, it would completely crumble into nothingness, leaving Hermitcraft to blow up in its place. Pretty funny, I know. The members that were left on Minecraft joined Hermitcraft, which was just crazy good for the SMP's growth. Ethos Lab and Dockim77 were the most notable, and they played it really well. They both did collabs with Hermits before the official switchover, so fans were expecting it and excited for it. Python GB and Impulse SV also joined, and Impulse was known for his absolutely insane farms right away on Hermitcraft. Season 3 was looking to be absolutely insane, but really wouldn't go to plan at all. Zombie Cleo and Joe Hills left at the very start due to IRL issues that came up. Other members midway through the season just stopped playing much or making any videos because of Ark Survival's release, which took their focus. Though it wasn't as bad for Hermitcraft as a soon upcoming season would be, because by the end of Season 3, they got back into the swing of things with the creators that were still actively making the videos, and Hermitcraft started to really form a fan base. Hermitcraft even hosted the SMP panel at Minecon 2016, which just blew them up even more. Soon after 3, Season 4 was started to keep their forward momentum. Iskelman, Good Times with Scar, and many others also joined the server for Season 4's start, which as we know was always good for getting more viewers. Hermitcraft Recap was also started, made by fans, and it even says that in the name, made by fans for fans. This channel is actually still going to this day, and I mean the dedication there is crazy. Hermitcraft was of course separate from other content SMPs for a lot of reasons, but one big one was just the pure skill from the creators. From farms to redstone and of course the building, the creators were just really good at the game. Not to mention they started adding group events and started forming storylines, which just got viewers hooked. I must admit though, Biffa 2001 really carried the storyline of Season 4. Biffa was trying to get every single item in the game, which also meant every player head. So players ended up building full-on bunkers to hide away from him, because the only way to get the player head is to kill the player. The Log Fellas was also created in Season 4, made by Zumavoid and Rendog. This got on the nerves of Mumbo Jumbo because he had made community tree farms that everybody could use for free. So the fact that they started a paid wood market led him to start the Secret Sapling Society, which was an underground market for wood of his own. The lore was expanding to say the least, and the Log Fellas were put to trial and eventually overturned, making all the servers wood free once again. Biffa, by the way, ended the season failing his mission to get every player head. Now, this season was good, almost too good, because fans' expectations really started to rise. They saw the improvements and they wanted more. Season 5 was ready to go, but the adpocalypse of YouTube completely ruined it. Half the creators this season just vanished, assuming YouTube was done as being a valid career option at all. The others tried their best, but the season just wasn't all that great. However, the Hermits made sure their fans had videos to watch. Season 5 though did have a huge UHC style war, which helped it maintain viewers along with the craziest builds we'd seen from hermitcraft yet. With the start of Season 6 though, we can truly say that this was the start of hermitcraft's rise to the top. Only one person joined to start Season 6, which might seem a bit odd, but this one person would change the SMP forever. That one person was Grian, who would lead the charge into the most successful period for hermitcraft ever seen. Season 6's launch nearly doubled its previous popularity record, and Grian's first video on the server became the most viewed hermitcraft video ever posted, with now over 11 million views. Grian also started building the Grian Monument, which is still just insane to this day. With all of this success, the Hermits got very motivated and just started posting more and playing more than ever before. Sawrez, Ariosaur11, and many other fan channels were being made, just adding to the takeover of hermitcraft. All of the Hermits now had years of Minecraft and YouTube experience, so they made better videos, which of course would lead to more viewers. Not only that, but the fact that they had playlists on their channels and all made videos made an infinite amount of super bingeable content for fans. Even better news for hermitcraft Season 6 was that Fortnite had just released. Well, wouldn't that be bad? It would take the attention away? Well, no. They stuck with Minecraft while a ton of other creators would leave for Fortnite, so they took over all of the audience still on Minecraft. And the best news of all, Grian would carry the server back to its roots of pranks, lost after I Am Spoon's career came to a timely ending. Grian started a huge tag game, and there were also some minigames being built. Of course, that was never the focus though. We had Stampy for the minigames, which, by the way, I do have a full video about Stampy's entire lovely world story. If you want to check that out after this video, feel free. Cubfan135 won that season's main minigame though, which was a phantom hunting game. He was known to grind anything and everything for concerning amounts of hours. The pranks and challenges would go ahead and lead into the legendary Season 6 Prank War, one of the biggest events ever seen for the Hermits. It all started because of Grian, as most pranks do. Grian went to trap Mumbo Jumbo in an obsidian cage while he was AFK at his base, and Grian also got Iskall to help him out with the trap. Poultryman then was also created. He was Grian's alter ego to prank and remove all the self-imposed rules he would normally have. Just a lawless prankster of the SMP. Many pranks followed the first on Mumbo Jumbo, and two teams soon formed. We had the G team of Grian, Iskall, and Zombie Cleo. Yeah, she's back now. Also Tango Tech, Joe Hill, Stress Monster, and iJevin. The other team was Team Star with False Symmetry, Rendog, Doc M, Impulse, Zumavoid, and Wells Knight. Mumbo Jumbo was in the middle, as he just wanted to expand his in-game empire and stay out of pranks as a whole. Pretty surprising though, considering the start of the war was Grian pranking him, but Mumbo was always pretty peaceful. Soon enough though, Grian being close with Mumbo Jumbo got him to be a mole for the G team so that he could find out secrets about Team Star. Grian named it the G team because, quote, all the members had G in their name, which, I mean, I don't see any failures in the logic there. The war lasted absolutely forever and was super good content, but it needed an ending at some point. So they decided to play Capture the Flag to settle it once and for all. As they built up their insane bases to protect their flag, Mumbo Jumbo was caught as the mole and officially joined the G team. They spent weeks building their bases for the game of Capture the Flag, and when it actually came to the day, Grian ended up at the very last second going invisible and capturing the Team Star flag to win it all. The prank war ended coming into 2020, which was the comeback of Minecraft from PewDiePie and Dream, once again allowing hermitcraft to reach its newest peak of viewership. The pandemic also of course helped hermitcraft because viewers had nothing else to do. With a whole prank war to catch up on, viewers binged more videos than they ever had before. In Season 7, the turf war took place, and hermitcraft was much more than just an SMP for fans to watch. They were truly deep into the storyline now. Mycelium Resistance and the hermitcraft Environmental Protection were the two teams formed in this turf war. Grian led the Mycelium Resistance, and after minigames to end off the season, and they ended up winning the war. Grian was now 2-0 as the leader of teams in server wars. Viewership was still strong at this point, and hermitcraft was doing just great. Going into season 8, it was fully about the shopping district. We saw the Empire form because evil Zuma joined, the alter ego of Zuma, who was there to destroy the entire server, and season 8 is where we really started to see the storytelling of hermitcraft come to life, because randomly one day, the hermits would notice that every day the moon was growing. Everyone had theories as to why the moon was growing, and cults started to form. It played out fairly normally for the whole season until the hermits all tried to escape Earth, but the entire world was completely destroyed, ending the season on that crazy cliffhanger, just nailing in the story of hermitcraft. Season 9 was the most recent season, and it started and goes very normally, although hermitcraft sees a dip in viewership as it's just not as hype as it once was. I mean, there's so much content out there now, it's mostly just true fans that are still watching hermitcraft. I must say though, there's a lot of the true fans still. But with that being said, something really odd just happened. All the hermits around episode 50 of season 9 just went silent, starting a brand new SMP known as Secret Life. In Secret Life, you only have 3 lives across the entire thing, 30 hearts on each live, but you can't regen hearts. I mean, it's an interesting SMP, but it's kind of weird it started out of the blue, and fans are super curious if hermitcraft is gonna return. Or maybe this is the new SMP once and for all. Seeing as most, if not all, hermits moved to this series on their YouTubes, it could be the end of hermitcraft. Or just a break. Only time will tell what we'll see from hermitcraft, but it's no doubt one of the staples in Minecraft content, running the scene from its start in 2012 all the way until today. If you did make it here, I'd appreciate if you subscribed, as these videos do take a lot of work, and I'll see you all in the next one.